if you have a cushion, you can just grab a cushion off your couch also. If you have a block, you can certainly sit on that. You know, if you have yoga stuff around, grab it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just get comfortable. You let your hands rest right on your legs if you'd like. You can bring them into your lap, maybe one hand on top of the other. Just sit up, try to sit up nice and tall. Find a little lift up in your chest, shoulders back, chin in, crown reaching. You can either close your eyes or soften them down. Just start to breathe slow and deep, in and out through your nose. Really taking your time, filling your lungs all the way up as you inhale, and thinking about how your lungs come all the way down to the bottom of your ribs, right? So there are these two football-shaped, two sides of footballs. So on the right side, it's a little bit bigger. You've got 3 lobes. Left side, there's 2 because that's where your heart is. Little introduction of Mickey. And so as you breathe, they take up your whole rib cage. So you do want to start to feel some movement. Side ribs expand. Even really focusing maybe even a little bit into the back ribs. Because sometimes we can connect and breathe deep, feel that front of the body moving, but the back still stays pretty locked up. So as you start to breathe a little more deeply, take a little more of the focus into your back, into your side lungs, or side ribs. And just feel a gentle movement of your breath and your body moving together. It's that opening and expanding as you inhale, and the softening, condensing as you exhale. And lengthening, letting your next inhale start at your tail, coming up your spine, back of your neck, to the crown of your head, and your exhale slowly traveling back down, softening your shoulders. And at the bottom of your exhale, catching Mula Bandha. So as you exhale, your pelvic diaphragm naturally domes up, giving a little lift headwards to your pelvic floor. And so as that happens, Mula Bandha is the connection, is that keeping that little lift. So you're not hard, it's not gripping. Just a little small connection. A little awareness of actions can help protect your hips and your low back, as well as creating a container for the prana, that energy that we build and move through practice. And just drawing your navel gently in towards your spine. Finding a little lift up in your chest. Take the top of your sternum, lifting straight up. So don't stick your ribs out. Just take your sternum, lift it up. And chin in, the crown of your head reaches up to the sky. Taking one more breath in. And out. And once more, take a deep breath in. And out. If you'd like, bringing your hands to your heart, creating Anjali Mudra. So this one, fingertips touch, a little space between your index fingers, so you create a little pocket. Bring that pocket right to your heart. And this pocket just reminds us to be open and grateful. So taking a moment now to think of something that you're grateful for today. And taking one more deep breath in. And out. Now you're going to clasp your hands, and on your inhale, press your palms forward. Really keep your shoulders down your back. And as you exhale, curl and round over. Chin and tail tuck in a little bit here. And then as your next inhale, keep pushing through your palms, start to lengthen your spine again. So you're not trying to arch your back. Just come up long, press through your palms. That might be a little angle, keeping your shoulders a little, if you're feeling a little tight, might keep a little angle. Otherwise, they can reach all the way up to the sky, but don't force it. Everyone's shoulders are different, so find yours. Reach your tail, reach your crown, keep those ribs in, press through your palms. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're just going to lean slightly to your right. So the left sit bone stays heavy. Press through your left palm just a little bit more. Just really looking for that lengthening sensation on the left side of your body. And inhale, slowly come back up. your exhale is going to lean you over to your left a little bit, thinking more up in your shoulder. So it's not all the way down to your waist. It's just a small movement. Root your right sit bone, press through your right palm, lengthen out, shoulders stay back. And inhale, and gently come up. Palms come together, and exhale brings you to your heart. Take a breath in. And out. Just place your hand, take a couple shoulder rolls, and you come up and forward. Move them around. Maybe one at a time. And take them up and back. A little squeeze. And move it on just a little bit. Then you just shake that out. If you're sitting on something, move it off to the side. And make way to your hands and your knees. Wrists a little forward of your shoulders, knees under your hips, toes turned under, give a little step into your toes. And you need to keep a little micro bend in your elbows. So you really want to make sure that those elbow eyes, so where your elbows bend, stay looking at each other. You're not hyperextended, just flopping down. Press down, soft elbows, press through your hands, push into your fingertips. And on your inhale, press into your hands, reach your crown and your tail. Exhale, step into your feet, curl round over for cat. And inhale, reach crown and tail. Exhale, round over. One more time, inhale and reach. Exhale and round. And inhale brings you back to neutral. Pause and exhale. Then your next inhale, you're gonna glide forward a little bit, like so. You're like a glider chair. So it's like you've got somebody's hand right underneath your belly. So you push into your toes, glide forward as you inhale. We're not going anywhere just yet. Gliding back and forth. Exhale, press into your hands, glide back a little bit. Nice and even. Shoulders are back. Inhale, glide forward. Crown reaches forward. Exhale, glide back. Just feeling this connection from hands to feet. Crown, inhale, glide forward. Now this time, as you exhale, give a little bend to your elbows, push into your hands, reach your hips up and back, downward facing dog. A little pedal to your feet. The options always being, downward dog isn't right for you. Puppy pose, somebody like table, step your hands forward, and then press into your hands. So you're still reaching your tail in puppy. Otherwise, you're up. Downward facing dog. Ooh, that was some shoulders. Keep those little bends in your elbows. Don't lock them out. And as you settle in, if you're not pedaling your feet anymore, imagine reaching your heels back towards the wall behind you. Not necessarily straight down. You want to keep length in your spine. Push into your hands. Step into your feet. Navel gently draws in. Take another breath in. And out. Inhale comes down, hands and knees. Pause there for your exhale. Now you can turn your left leg out, so your shin comes parallel with the top of your mat. Right leg straightens at the back. Wrist again, still forward of your shoulder. Inhale, push into your left hand, reach your right arm up. Shoulders slide back, so open up. Press down into that left knee, lift up. Breathe deep. Pull that air in and push it all back out again. Inhale, come back, hands and knees. And exhale, turn your right leg out, straighten your left. Inhale, push into your right hand, reach your left arm up. Slide those shoulders to your tail. Lift up. So it's a little step into your left foot. Coming all the way up to the crown of your head. Take another breath in. And out. Inhale, come back to hands and knees. Now you can either stay with that, with the supported, or come to full plank. You can still wrist a little forward of your shoulders. Shoulders are back. And so if you take plank, you're going to then roll to the outside of your left foot, stack your feet, flex those feet, inhale, reach your right arm up. So you lift it up. You can make sure if your hip is dropping to the ground, just drop your knee. Don't have to come up. You're at home. Nobody knows what you're doing. Do whatever you want. Inhale, come back through plank. As you exhale, roll to your right. Inhale, reach up. So feet flexed, action through the legs, navel in, lifted, lengthening. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale right there. And then if you're not already on your knees, inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, child's pose. Big toes together, heels parted. You can be wide-kneed, you can be narrow-kneed, whatever's most comfortable. Child's pose isn't comfortable, you can always just come to sit up and take that as an option. And keep arms reaching forward. Maybe you even come up onto your fingertips, give a little pull on your mat. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Pull with your fingertips. Let your head be heavy between your arms. Doesn't have to touch the mat, but just let it be heavy. Next, inhale. Use your hands. Pull yourself back up to table. Turn your toes under, shoulders back. Exhale. Push into your hands. Reach your tail up and back again. Downward dog. Maybe pedal your feet. Get a little move. Take another breath in. And out. You're going to step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Bring your left knee and the top of your left foot down. So you're coming into your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. That left hip stays wrapping forward, so your hips are squared off. Press in the top of your left foot. Ground your right heel. You can stay with your hands on the floor or inhale and reach your arms up. There's in between places like hands on your leg. Once you bring your arms up, you are going to feel this more in your hips. Keep that connection. Your pelvic floor engaged, Mula Bandha. Your navel stays drawing in and you're reaching up if you take your hands up. Stay grounded in your feet. So there's that softening, dropping your hips down as you lift and reach to the sky. Take another breath in. Place your hands on your mat. Exhale back, downward dog or table or puppy pose. So it's always finding what's right for you in each moment. Take one more breath in. And out. Now your left foot steps forward, your right knee and the top of your right foot come down. And again, get steady first. Right hip wraps forward a little bit. Press gently into the top of your right foot, ground your left heel. Hands can stay right here. Or you inhale and reach up. If this is too much in your low back, you straighten your front leg a little bit. Wrap that right hip forward. So hips soften down while keeping Mula Bandha and your navel in. And arms reach up if you like that option. Just think shoulder blades slide up. They're not crunching into your ears. And just move naturally. Take another breath in. Place your hands. Exhale, step back again, either downward dog or your option. Soften your elbows, soften your knees. One more breath in. And out. Right foot steps forward again. Left knee comes down. Inhale, sweeps your arms up, Anjaneyasana, if you choose. Take another breath in. Now this time as you exhale, bring your right hand to your right leg, back up out of your lunge a little bit. So now your knee's over your ankle. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Grab your light bulb, spiral and twist. Take your shoulder outside of your knee. Hands come together and they press back. Shoulders slide back, chest is open. Now you can stay right here or turn your left toes under and straighten your leg. Now if you straighten your leg, press your left heel to the wall behind you. Keep that navel drawing in. Kind of imagining like a balloon underneath your left hip, keeping you lifted up. Snow Dog decided to join us. Take another breath in. Unwind, place your hands, exhale, downward dog or your option. Take a breath in and out. Now your left foot steps forward, right knee comes down. Ground your feet. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Lift, lengthen up. Take another breath in. As you exhale, left hand to your left leg. Inhale, reach, so knee over your ankle now. Reach the right arm. Exhale, spiral and twist. Hook your elbow, hands together and pressing back, and shoulders back. Now, this might be a perfect option for you to stay here to really find that length from your tail to your crown. Or you might feel okay turning your toes, right toes under and straightening your right leg. There's still length from that heel all the way up to your crown. Don't lock your right knee. Keep a little balloon underneath your right hip, keeping you lifted up. One more breath in. Unwind, place your hands, exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in. And out. Come down, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Then with your next inhale, walk your hands over to your right. Keep your hips over your heels. Just only walking as far as you need to keep your, to find some length on the left side of your body. When you get there, press into your left fingertips and you feel your palm and your wrist lift up a little bit. Reach your tail back. Press into the tops of your feet. Let your head be heavy. It might not touch the floor anymore. That's fine. Just let it be heavy. Inhale, walk your hands back through center. Pause and exhale. Next inhale, walks your hands to your left. Again, taking your time. Hips stay over your heels. Just until you start to feel some lengthening through your right side. Come up on your right fingertips. Give a little pull. Reach your tail back. You might even be feeling this through your shoulder. Maybe even in your armpit area. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Pause and exhale. Inhale, pull yourself back up to table. Get wrists a little forward of your shoulders. Exhale, downward dog for just one breath in. And out. Then you're going to walk or step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, a halfway lift. Pause here for a moment. So hands press into your legs, slide your shoulders back. Reach your crown and tail away from each other. And even if you need to, you might bring your hands onto your thighs because you're trying to lengthen your spine, even if that means making more of an angle than being parallel to the floor. Take another breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over. Try to get your chest down onto your thighs. Let your head be heavy. And then, as you start to push down into your heels and into your big toe ball and little toe ball, start to straighten your knees without letting them come all the way straight. So there's this like start, stop. So you start to straighten, you catch it. You might feel a little bit more happening there in your hamstrings now. You gotta push into your feet. Straighten, not straighten your knees. Shoulders stay away from your ears here too. One more breath in. And out. Now we're going to come up neutral spine. So you're going to bend your knees a little bit more and start to lead with the crown of your head. As you inhale, push into your feet, reach, rise up, neutral spine all the way up to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Soften your knees. Either toes touching, just a little space between your big toes. Soften your knees, so as you step into your feet, a little internal spiral, tail comes back to neutral. So it's going to feel a little bit like a reach, but your tailbone actually just is now rooting straight down. We've gotten really tucked, so neutral now feels like a back bend. Just give a little bit, navel in, and you might even feel that little catch and move bond as you push into your feet coming up. Navel, chest, crown reaches, half sun salutation. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, slowly roll over those hips as you fold down, letting go. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold, surrendering down. Bend your knees, lead with your crown. Inhale, push, reach, rise back up. Exhale to your heart. One more. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold down. Move with your breath. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Emptying out. Soften your knees. Inhale, push, reach, rise up. Exhale to your heart. Pause, take a breath in. And out. One, now inhale and reach up, moving on a little bit. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to place your hands and then step back with your right foot. Keep your heel up so you're coming into that high lunge. So your right heel pushes back. Find that little lift up, little balloon underneath your right hip. Ground into your feet. And as you inhale, push into your feet, stand up, crescent lunge. There's this, again, that little wrap of your hip forward so your hips stay squared. If it's too much in your back, you straighten that front leg. Otherwise, or even still, find your right sit bone and slide it back to your right heel. Find your left sit bone and scoop it under, connecting heel or knee down to your heel. So there's this little bit of softening down into your lunge, keeping that space, that energy and connection that comes all the way to your fingers. Or hands at your heart if that's better. Take another breath in. Place your hands on the floor. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands. Exhale, steps your left foot back. Again, get steady in your feet. So you're not just flinging up, push into your feet. As you inhale, push into those feet. Use those giant lungs to help lift your chest up, reaching to the sky. And there's that smooth move all the way up. Left sit bone slides to its left heel. Right scoops and slides to the right heel. Squared hips. And making any adjustments. If you need to straighten your leg more, if you need to do something different for your body, do it. If you're in pain, change. Take another breath in. Place your hands. This time, step back as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in. And out. Walk or step up to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full count. Bend your knees, lead with your crown. Inhale, reach, rise up. Exhale to your heart. Take a breath in. And out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway. Place your hands. Exhale, right foot steps back again. So staying up high. Inhale, push, come up, crescent lunge. Find that settling into your lunge as you lift to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, your right heel comes down. Open up, warrior two. So you might need to make some little adjustments. Don't lock your right knee. And press into the inside part of your back foot, so like your big toe pad, center and inside of your heel. And take a look at your left knee, make sure it's pointing straight ahead, not rolling in. Shoulders down your back. Can you soften your elbows? Soften your gaze. Now spin your, your left palm up, and inhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe you look down at your back foot. Maybe you look up to the sky. Neither's better than the other. Just what feels good. You feel the most useful. Inhale, come back through warrior two. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back up to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Then take another inhale, halfway lift. Give that again. Place your hands on your exhale, step your left foot back. Standing up, get your feet steady first. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rack that left hip forward. Lift up. Chest lifts, heart rests back. Take another breath in. Exhale, left heel comes down, opening again, warrior two. Unlock your back knee. Step into the inside part of your foot as your right knee glides forward. Your shoulders rest down your back. Reaching all the way through your fingertips. Spin your right palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Taking your gaze where you'd like. Inhale, back through warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. This time as you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Or you can step up to the top and hang out in a fold until we get there. One more breath in. And out. And walk or step up to the top. Inhale, halfway. So find that length, that space, lift. Exhale, fold you down. Inhale, push, reach, rise up. Exhale to your heart. One more time through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands as you exhale, your right foot steps back. Inhale, crescent lunge. So moving through, exhale, warrior two. Spin your left palm, inhale, reverse. This time stay for your exhale. And in. Exhale through warrior two. Pause, take a breath in. Cartwheel your hands down. Exhale, step up. Inhale, halfway. Place your hands. Exhale, left steps back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Stay for your exhale. And in. Exhale, warrior two. Breath in. Cartwheel your hands down. Exhale, step back, downward dog, or up to the top for a fold if you'd rather stay there. One breath in. And out. Walker step to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Inhale, push, reach, rise up. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Take a breath in. And out. You're going to step open wide. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Sides of your feet are even with the short edges of your mat. So you can always be doing yoga without a mat, especially at home. You don't need anything. Anyways, so either your second toe is pointing straight ahead, or you can take it a little bit pigeon-toed if you'd like. Soften your knees. So you're going to step into that inside part of your foot. So big toe, second toe, center inside of your heel. Soften your knees. Shoulders down. Hands on your hips. Inhale as you push into your feet. Peek your gaze up. Exhale and roll over your hips. Push. Step down into your feet. Feel it come up and over. Rolling. Taking your time. Hands can come down to your mat. Shoulder width apart. Or you can always grab your legs and give a little pull if that's better. So if your hands are on your mat, push into your hands. Keep stepping into your feet. Don't lock your legs. So it's straight legs, but not locked legs. All right, so it's finding that difference. And shoulders still move to your tail. There's a little rounding in your spine, but think from your tail to your crown, that's your spine. Well, that is your spine. And that rounds while your shoulders stay neutral. So you're not hunched and collapsing in. Take a breath in. And out. Bend your knees. On your inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Come up halfway. Pause and exhale. Inhale, push into your feet. Stand all the way back up. Pause there for your exhale. exhale. And then you're gonna clasp your hands behind you, and as you do that, you're gonna bring your thumb pads together. Okay, so your thumb pads touch, and then it's not just floppy arms. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together, elbows will point back. So I'll move for a second so you can see what I'm doing. So elbows, shoulders squeeze together, elbows point back. Doesn't have to be as much as me, but you're not like floppy fish arms. Because fish have arms and they'd be floppy if they had them. So, all right, step into those feet again. And get your shoulders, get your elbows, thumb pads. You're gonna keep your thumb pads touching the whole time. You're holding an egg. You don't wanna drop a raw egg on your head when you fold over. So keep that awareness of what's happening in your arms. Inhale, pushing your feet. Maybe you peek up again. As you exhale, same thing. Pushing your feet. Feel it come up your legs and roll over your hips, bringing your head down. You might not come as far down now that you're not going to put your hands down. Keep your hands on your back until you find your fold. Once you're there, first, walk those hands up your back. Maybe they just go a little bit, maybe they go a lot. And then extend through your elbows. Don't lock them out. So there's still a good generous bend in your elbows. So your elbows be pointing away from you, and they're still bent. Still holding your egg. Still have a micro bend in your knees. Take another breath in. And out. You're going to release your hands down to your mat. Bend your knees. Now this time, walk your hands up to the top of your mat. When you get there, step up to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. On your inhale this time, you're going to sit back, chair pose. Tail reaches, arms reach forward, and always can have your hands at your heart. Really reach your tail back. So we're a dinosaur tail supporting you, reaching back. Chest stays lifted, so your gaze is straight ahead. Maybe you look up, you don't have to, but you're looking ahead. If you're looking down at the floor, you might need to come up a little bit higher, get your chest lifted back up. All right. Inhale. Bring your hands together. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sit back. Chair pose, Utkatasana. This time, exhale, stands you up. Pushing your feet, bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath in. And out. And take a tree before we come down. So you're gonna get feet steady, and a little relax of your tail. You're not gonna scoop your tail under while you're coming into tree. Grounded, reaching up, shoulders back. Turn your right leg out. Start at your ankle, hips are squared. Tail's relaxed. Then you can slide your foot up your leg only as far as you can without moving your hips anywhere. So you stay steady the whole time. Unlock your knee, release your tail. Hands can stay here, or maybe cactus, or reaching. Even clasp if you want. Lengthen it. One more breath in. Exhale brings everything slowly back down. All right, other side. So again, get your foundation first. Feet, knees, tail, Mula Bandha, navel, ground. Okay. Left leg turns out. For some reason, anytime I do this, my left hip might, well, because I'm technically a different side than you, but this hip will pop out. So really make sure you stay in. Don't let yourself slide off. Unlock your knee, place your foot somewhere on your leg. You can come all the way up as long as you stay even. And see, my knee's a little still forward. It's not straight out, a little inside. Keeps that scoop, that connection to Mula Bandha. Tail relaxed, the hands wherever works for you. One more inhale, and exhale, whoop, brings everything slowly back down. You get there, slow, around. All right. reach your arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale halfway. Place your hands. Your exhale is going to step back to downward dog or come to a table. Take a breath in and out. Now if you're in downward dog, you're going to inhale and come to plank. And then everyone will exhale and lower all the way down. That might be knees down or you lower straight down. Gaze forward, shoulders back as you lower. Untuck your toes. So your hands are still about where they are. You might even slide it back just a little bit for cobra. So we're going to count slow. Inhale is going to tuck your chin, forehead to your mat. Feet are either touching or they're very close. Exhale, draws your belly to your spine and your shoulder blades squeeze together and back. Inhale, press into your hands, press into the tops of your feet, lift with your front body, coming up cobra pose, just a little bit. It does not need to be a big cobra. So there's a little reach of your tail as you lift up, gaze down the end of your nose, reach with your crown, not your chin. Take a breath in, exhale, and lower. You can stay with cobra or move on to locust. So locust, arms are going to come alongside your body, palms can be up or down, whatever feels better in your body. Same coming up either way. Difference with locust is that our feet are going to lift up too. And again, you can stay with cobra. Inhale, tuck your chin. Exhale, navel in, shoulders back. Inhale, press down to lift up. Lift, lift, lift. Toes reach back if you come into locust. Push into your hands. Either way, press your hands down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Let your head rest. Take a breath in. Everything's relaxed. And out. Now then, you could stay either with cobra, locust we just did, or next locust would be wrists about by your low ribs. So wrists are about underneath your elbows. Elbows hug towards your body, so press into your index finger knuckles helps dial your elbows towards you. Same thing. Inhale, chin tucks. Exhale, navel in, shoulders back. Inhale, push down to lift up. Reach toes, reach crown. Don't harden your glutes. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Place one hand on top of the other. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper your legs. Place your feet. And then use your hands. Push to come up. On hands and knees, you're going to fling your feet off to one side. Okay, don't fling them, just take them to one side. And then you're going to come onto your back. And draw your knees into your chest. Give a little rock side to side. All right, place your feet. And then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your right foot. And you can either stay right here, this might be plenty, or reach through, grab your left thigh, and hug your leg in towards you. You might even use your right elbow or forearm to push your thigh away. As you hug in. Shoulders are relaxed, your neck is relaxed. Breathe deep, slow and steady. Inhale, release your leg, and cross, and then take your feet nice and wide, just drop your knees side to side for a moment. your left crosses over your right. And then either staying right there or hug it in. Grab your right leg and pull. You keep the left foot flexed. Right foot can be relaxed. Right, press your elbow into your thigh. So there's a little pull and one push at the same time. Just if it feels useful. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Inhale, slowly release your leg. And take your feet wide and drop your knees side to side. Feet just a little bit or almost all the way down. And now you're going to drop both knees into your chest. You will squeeze and then hold onto your right knee and straighten your left leg. Bring your heel to the floor. Flex your toes back. Just hug your right knee into center still. Again, shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. And you still have that mula bandha connection, your navel, crown reaching away from your tail. You take your left arm out to the side. And you're going to first start to draw your right knee so it comes just a little outside of center to up towards your right shoulder, almost like your armpit. And so if you draw up first, only as much as you can, keeping mula bandha. And then start to take your right leg out to the side. So it might be a little, it might be a lot. And if you have it, if you'd like, you take your peace fingers around your big toe and then start to kick your heel out and straighten your leg. That's a lot. Mine doesn't really straighten most of the time. And so if that's a little bit too much, it might even be just a little bend. Keep your left hip down. If you've got your toe, you're kicking through your heel. Otherwise, you're hanging on to your knee, opening out. And that left foot is like a standing foot. If you were to just pop up, you'd be able to stand on it. So there's action without a locked knee. Keep breathing. And now you're going to gently start to draw your right knee back to center. Switch hands. Left hand takes your right knee, right arm opens to the side. And now you start to come all the way over. You might even kind of lift up first a little bit, pop your left hip over to the right, and then continue taking your right knee across your body, your right leg. Coming into the twist as far as it feels comfortable to you. And if it feels alright, you're going to look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Breathe into your right side, big and full. When you're ready, slowly bring your knee back to center. If you moved your hips, you might have to adjust. Bring them back and then draw both knees in again. Give a little rock. If you like making circles, you can do that. Then when you're ready, right leg straightens. Keeping a hold of your left knee. Press your right heel gently into the floor. Flex your toes back like a standing leg without locking your knee. You start out with your left knee at center. Just hugging it in. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing in and out through your nose. And you take your right arm out to the side. And take your left knee just a little outside of center. Start to draw it up towards your shoulder first. Keep Mula Bandha. So if you can't keep that pelvic floor connection, that engagement of a little like squeezing together, then you're not going to go that far. So only as far as you can. So take your time. There's no rush. And then start to take it out to the side. Again, if it's useful, if you'd want, peace fingers around your left big toe and kick through your heel. Kicking through your heel keeps the sit bone connected to your heel, keeping your hamstrings safe. Always want to keep safe. Most important thing. Never how it looks. It's safe and feeling effective and useful, purposeful, mindful. If you're kicking through heel or hugging, hand on your knee, opening. Even if you have your hand on your knee, still keep a little action in your foot. And no floppy fishes. So maybe you flex it, maybe you point it, whatever you'd like to do. Now your right hand, as well, first start to bring your knee back to center. Switching, and if you want, maybe give a little shift of your hips to the left. Take your knee with your right hand and start to draw your knee across as your left arm opens out to the side. Only going as far as you can, keeping your left shoulder on your mat. So don't just fling. So shoulders are heavy. You can really breathe deeply into your left side. If you can't, again, come up out of it a little bit. You always want to get that breath. You really feel those side ribs widen and expand. Head can be turned to the left also if that feels okay. Looking over your shoulder. Your next inhale, slowly come back to center. Just your hips, draw your knees in, rock it around. Now when you're ready, let your legs come down. Your arms open to the sides for Shavasana. Getting comfortable. If you find that laying on your back isn't comfortable, you can lay on your side. You can lay on your belly. It's your house. You can do whatever you want. But find a place where you can be comfortable. All that hard work can rest and settle down into each and every little cell. No tension, supported by the earth. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale it all the way out. Let your feet and your legs rest. And your hips and your belly soften. Your hands and your arms relax. Your chest and your shoulders release. Your neck. All the little muscles in your face. To the crown of your head. Let go. Finding some stillness. Some softness. And just breathe. Nastyamai Parame. Take a deep breath in and out. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, making little circles with your ankles and your wrists. Like reaching your arms out overhead, lengthening out from fingertips to toes. Feels good, rolling to one side and pausing there. When you're ready, gently making your way back up to a seat. If you'd like, bring your hands back to your heart once more. Back into Anjali Mudra. Just returning to what you were grateful for at the beginning of practice. Let's take one more deep breath together. Take a deep breath in. And out. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the practice.